get in this game is to get a wicket. You've got to have fielders in catching positions where you think the ball is likely to go. And that's just, to me, straightforward slip catch. Straightforward slip catch. You've got to have someone in there and back your bowler to do a job for you.
Now, is there an edge there? Rohit thinks he's missed out on an opportunity. 71 for no loss from 12.
This broadcast on Jio Hotstar is co-presented by My 11 Circle, Make Your Team, co-powered by Campa Energy, Birla Opus Paints, and Pokerbazi, You Hold the Card, in association with Thumbs Up, Dum Hai To Dikha, and Mutual Funds, Sahi Hai.
Just 2 of 2 for Mitch Santner so far. And so the shackles against Santner would be broken here. Probably won't go for 4. They'll get 2, but just dropped his length a little bit.
You're kind of never ready for a loose delivery when Santner is bowling. So your first reaction is always to look out for a good ball, and then certainly when the opportunity comes, you're a little late in cashing in. I think New Zealand will have to do that, show desperation in the field. Something has to happen because this has become the highest partnership, opening partnership in this edition.
I'd like to see how Shubman Gill plays this now, because the way Rohit allows his partner to play himself in. Gill is 14 of 29. You don't see that too often. But he can be 14 of 29 because of what's happened at the other end.
Shah and Roger Twos from New Zealand, who sits on the ICC board meetings. It's a bit like Johnny Cash today, in black.
Remember Roger Twos well? Scored a lot of runs against India. Indeed. He was playing county cricket in England and then qualified for New Zealand.
Well, he was at the non-strikers end for a lot of Brian Lara's 500 at Warwickshire. For a lot of those runs, he was with Brian Lara. He also played in that team that won in Kenya, New Zealand team that won in Kenya. Remember that? That's Roger Twos. So where would I take my slip from? I put him from the offside and say, look, you can hit me through the offside, but there's an element of risk, and if you get it wrong, I've got a fielder in place. I could take him from there, I could take him from mid-wicket and say, hit me across the line. But you've got to have someone there. It's your best chance at the moment. 13 overs, 76 for none.
Such a great player, Virat Kohli. Hitman Rohit Sharma.
Dhoni, the legend glows.
Gen Gold Heroics, only here.
Young captain in Gujarat Titans, Shubman Gill. Hardik Pandya, captain of the Mumbai Indians. Rajasthan Royal captain, Sanju Samson.
Gen Gold, ready to take over.
Third over for Rachin Ravindra. New Zealand have so many options with spin bowling, much like India do. Much like India did, dare I say, because that innings is over. What they don't possess is a wristy. They've got finger spin. It's interesting, you've got Glenn Phillips and Michael Bracewell. And yet, what, 3 years ago, both of them were primarily batters who just turned their arm over sometimes? There's a fielder in the deep, so keep it down to 2.
Got to be better than that, so this pair knows that a couple of good balls and then you'll get a loose one and you can put it away. We didn't see that from Indian spinners. They were so much spot on with their lines and direction, hitting the stumps most times, not getting it to tweak a great deal. It's not a square turner. But what you need to do is to bowl that line. Try to hit the stumps, keep it on middle and leg stump line.
I'm sure there must have been some chat in the change room, especially.
Zealanders, their spinners are searching for something here, as opposing to trying to conserve things. When you're searching, that brings variety, which gives you less consistency of hitting length. And that's probably what we're seeing here, but that's to India's credit.
You can fiddle with the feel just to make it a bit tough. Let India then take a chance, a risk or two, get that long on in.
But from time to time, they will play shots like these because this man is very, very good coming down the wicket to spin. And he finishes off that over with a 6. 10 came off it, and he's up and running to 86 for no loss.
Hardly seemed to have hit this one. It went.
टेबल नंबर 18 क्या बात है यार वहां भी ऑर्डर नंबर 18 वो क्या रहा है
सर आपका कप
टाटा IPL 18 सीजन जीतने का रीजन यहाँ सब पॉसिबल टाटा IPL starts 22nd March on Jio Hotstar and Star Sports Network.
Good innings, great. You play this song for the next 20 years and still be dancing to it. And he's already is.
already 20 years old song, I think. 30 maybe.
Oh, a throwback to those young years, Ramesh. India, the driver's seat at this stage. New Zealand desperately needs some quick wickets. How long will they keep the two lefties going? Because India don't have a left-hand batter till Akshar Patel.
Well, not for long. You just can't drift. In this situation, you have to go searching for someone who might be their night, who might be lucky.
Marginally shot the length. Not that much, but he rocks under that back foot so well. Rohit Sharma's playing a fabulous innings here.
Yeah, this really is a classic hit. Because it wasn't such a bad ball. He made it into one because he just stayed where he was in terms of crease position. And then the uninhibited flow of the bat. Beautifully struck.
This is very good entertainment. This is good batting. There was a bit of entertainment mid-innings as well. A special music performance by Vishal Mishra. It was a big half-time show. Yes, huge crowd, and they were entertained. Seven fours and 4 sixes already. New Zealand had 15 fours and 4 sixes, but also went through long phases without a boundary.
Damning thing about this partnership as far as New Zealand are concerned is the ease with which runs have come. Risk-free, 6 hitting, 4 hitting. There's great rhythm to this innings, to this partnership.
I think they have to go to Michael Bracewell at some point. He's been so good right through this tournament for them. Maybe now 15 overs gone. It's 93 for no loss.
जश्न है, जश्न का ये जश्न है। रासलीला जी, जश्न का जश्न।
Young captain in Gujarat Titans, Shubman Gill. Hardik Pandya, captain of the Mumbai Indians. Rajasthan Royal captain Sanju Samson.
Jan Bold, ready to take over.
So India in cruise control at the moment, 93 for no loss. Captain playing a blinder. And really, it's been outstanding batting from this man. Just showing why he's one of the greats of the white ball game. Just the range of shots, the ease with which he hits it, the time that he's got on his hands. And he's made it look easy. It's not that easy. He's made it look easy. This 65 from just 55. Still Rachin Ravindra. Still no slip in place. So the question to be asked is, where does New Zealand think they'll get their wickets from? They need wickets if they have to stay in the hunt. Leading by a country mile at the moment.
I think this is a situation where Mitchell Santner, he needs to chop and change his bowlers, just try and find a breakthrough. Don't just keep giving them a look at the same thing. Ratchin into his fourth over. Santner's bowled 4. This is 8 overs on the trot of the same bowlers. Mix and match, even if it's for 1 over. Just don't allow them to settle. Just find a way to squeeze a wicket out.
Difference, the problem here for New Zealand is that it's not every ball is turning, the odd one just tripping. But from India's point of view, they don't have to worry about what's coming at them. Unlike when New Zealand were batting, where they had to watch the hand, they weren't sure what was coming out. This is finger spin, pretty straightforward. And what it lacks is the consistency that the Indian spinners had. So without taking risks, you can knock it around.
So that's exactly what Gill is doing. Generally, when at the other end somebody's batting as well as Rohit Sharma is, you can be tempted to try and do the same thing, but he hasn't done that. He's 24 of 38.
And that's where traditional ODI cricket still comes into it. The youngsters now, the modern players, they want to compete. They don't want to sit in behind somebody else and say, you know what, you get up there and have all the glory. You keep playing your shots. I'll play second fiddle. That's a great part of this partnership. Shubman Gill has just been able to sit in, say, you know what, skipper, I'll support you.
That's great maturity. Doing the right thing here. Because they know they don't want to leave this for someone else. This is a final. It's 97 for no loss.
Such a great player, Virat Kohli. That man, Rohit Sharma. Dhoni, the legend grows.
Jan Bold heroics, only here.
संजू, हाँ भैया, सुना 13 साल के बच्चे को खिला रहे हो? जी, इसके पैदा होने के पहले हमने IPL जीत लिया था. कोई बात नहीं भैया.
Just seeing the pace of the wicket as well. He can well afford to have a man and slip and have a backward point. And force the batsman to reverse sweep if needed.
That's a great example there. That's just turned enough. If he's forcing Shubman Gill to try and open the face to access a gap just in front of point or just behind point, that will bring the slip into play.
On the bounce. Too long ball. In control there.
Yes, he didn't hit it too hard. Maybe expected the ball to turn a little bit. It didn't. That's what it was. Looking for the inside-out shot over the extra cover region.
Both these players have such good hands. So easy on the eye. See the arm ball, just a flick with the finger, the forefinger to get it coming like an arm ball. Just subtle variation. Just seeing Rohit today, just seems to be in the zone. Got off to a flyer, now controlling things.
Yeah, he did get off to a flyer. I know the difference between some other days that he's got 30 or 40 and still got the team off quickly. This time, everything was in control. Didn't try and overhit the ball. I can only think of one time he ran down the wicket and played and missed.
And the 100 comes up. And it's come in good time. Winner chase in the final. The first century opening partnership in a Champions Trophy final in a chase. It's 100 for no loss.
टेबल नंबर 18
क्या बात है यार?
वहां भी ऑर्डर नंबर 18 ऑर्डर नंबर 18
वो क्या रहा है?
सर आपका कप
टाटा IPL 18 सीजन जीतने का रीजन यहाँ सब पॉसिबल टाटा IPL starts 22nd March on Jio Hotstar and Star Sports Network.
That's what India need. Great chance now for both these players to capitalize on this time. This is where you don't give the opposition a sniff.
It's just that kind of shot there that they've been able to get off strike so easily. Not allow pressure to build ball and ball again. Hand up to the New Zealand innings. It would have been a defensive push back to the bowler or a short mid-wicket. Just allowed India to dictate.
Just the quality of batsmanship against spin is on evidence. Number of top balls as compared to when New Zealand were batting is huge. They rotated the strike quite easily. It's a massive crowd today. It's a full house. The atmosphere is great. They've been thoroughly entertained. It's a sea of blue out there. Crowd worthy of a final. Lovely shot. And good work in the deep. Rohit, the man, keeping down the batsman to just a single.
Yeah, great bit of fielding in the deep. Big fast bowler, making good ground around to his left. Shook McGill off the bat, he thought he had enough. Just held up. Nice bit of work.
So dot ball to end the over. 18 gone, 103 for the loss, and drinks being called for.
This broadcast on Jio Hotstar is co-presented by My 11 Circle, Make Your Team, co-powered by Campa Energy, Birla Opus Paints, and Pokerbazi, You Hold the Card. in association with Thumbs Up, दम है तो दिखा, and mutual funds, सही है.
शाहरुख खान की टीम का नया लड़का पिंकू पक्का प्लेयर
पिंकू बांगाली ना
पिंकू सिंह सिंह पर बांगाली হয় নাকি
कुछ का खाओ लुकिंग निंगड़ी
अपना हार्दिक पांडे पांडे पांडा है पांडे ही होगा कोई तो हम बोले थे पांडे पांडा
नाम याद आए ना आए मजे लेना मत भूलना Tata IPL starts 22nd March on Jio Hotstar and Star Sports Network.
और क्या चल रहा है?
सोच रहा हूँ अपने IPL ट्रॉफीज का टैटू बनवा लूं. 1, 2, 3.
लकी है तुम. मेरे पास तो जगह ही नहीं बची. वहाँ से ना. इसीलिए मैं टैटू ही नहीं बनवाता हूँ. आपके पास तो जगह ही जगह है. कम पड़ेगी ना. ऑलरेडी 6 है.
Why did you stop being a vigilante? The line was crossed. Sometimes peace needs to be broken. And chaos must reign. I was raised to believe in grace, but I was also raised to believe in retribution. Daredevil and born again.
Such a great player, Virat Kohli. Hitman Rohit Sharma. Dhoni, the legend grows.
Gen Gold Heroics, only here.
संजू, हाँ भैया. सुना 13 साल के बच्चे को खिला रहे हो? जी. उसके पैदा होने के पहले हमने IPL जीत लिया था.
कोई बात नहीं भैया. आपके IPL से जाने से पहले वो भी एक जीत लेगा.
टीममेट तेरा, एटीट्यूड मेरा.
Greatest versus youngest. यहाँ सब possible. Tata IPL starts 22nd March on Jio Hotstar and Star Sports Network.
Young captain in Gujarat Titans, Shubman Gill. Hardik Pandya, captain of the Mumbai Indians. Rajasthan Royal captain Sanju Samson.
Gen Gold, ready to take over.
Some iconic images. 2013, when India last won the Champions Trophy. Some real young faces there. Ravindra Jadeja, Virat Kohli, Shikhar Dhawan. Coach MS Dhoni was the captain. India winning by 5 runs. Spin playing a part there as well. Ashwin Jadeja. Kohli getting the top score for India. Great to see some of these players still around. Choose the call, and Gill will get it easily.
He does play this short arm so well. In control, waits for the ball and then plays it at the last moment, bringing his bat down. Have a look at this shot. He's waited for it. At the last moment, he'll put that bat down. Wrists also closing in.
See now, these are good, solid, mature players now. You mentioned, Finchy, about the way Gill has adapted in this innings. Rohit going in full flow. It's a side that's hungry now, especially after winning that T20 World Cup. You look at their record of late in ICC tournaments, it's fantastic. Final of the World Test Championship, they lost to Australia there. That's in the air, and what a catch! And that's what was needed. Just out of thin air. It's that flying man again, Glenn Phillips. If ever you needed something straight away after a break, you wanted this. This is magnificent.
This is incredible again. Oh, look at that. There's a lesson in it. Do not hit anything in the air around Glenn Phillips to his right, to his left, above him. What a catch! What a catch! Shubman Gill, who was batting so well, he'll be very upset with himself. 31 of 50, 105 for 1.
जश्न है जश्न का ये जश्न है राष्ट्रीय इलायची जश्न का जश्न
This broadcast on Jio Hotstar is co-presented by My 11 Circle, Make Your Team, co-powered by Campa Energy, Birla Opus Paints, and Pokerbazi, You Hold the Card, in association with Thumbs Up, Thum Hai To Dikha, and Mutual Funds. Sahi hai.
टेबल नंबर 18 क्या बात है यार
वहां भी ऑर्डर नंबर 18
वो क्या रहा है
सर आपका कप
टाटा IPL 18th सीजन जीतने का रीजन यहाँ सब पॉसिबल टाटा IPL starts 22nd March on Jio.
One else was there. Phillips was brilliant. Sometimes you wonder if he's a cricketer or a gymnast.
It's just unbelievable athleticism. Off the bat, Shubman Gill thinks, you know what, I've got 4. Not for the first time. That's the 4th absolute blinder that he's taken in this tournament. $19 gone, it's 106 for 1.
विमल में गुलिस्तां के ये कुछ लजीज फरिश्ते जब साथ मिले तो जी लग जाए विमल बोलो जुबान कैसे
young captain in Gujarat Titans Shubman Gill, Hardik Pandya, captain of the Mumbai Indians, Rajasthan Royal captain Sanju Samson.
Jen Bold, ready to take over.
Window of opportunity. Kohli has come out to the crease. New man in. Bracewell into the attack. Off spin. And that's close. He's given him. The ball did turn. He took his time. And very first ball from Bracewell, he struck.
He was looking to play it to the onside. He's gone for it, and he should go. Best batters should go for the referral.
We've got a player review for LBW. The original decision is out. I've checked the feet and it's a fair delivery. Front on, please. I'm looking at split screen. And the ball is very close to the bat. Can I get ultra edge? Ultra is ready, go forward, 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 keep going. Flat line as the ball passes the bat. There is no bat involved, ball tracker once again. Original decision is out. That ball is pitching outside off, impact in line, wickets hitting. Ball stay with your original decision of out, stand up. You're on screen.
And the correct decision.
Signal
So 2 in quick succession for New Zealand. And the door opens even more as far as the Kiwis are concerned. You can see the elation. 2 wickets after the drink break.
The whole stadium were holding their breath collectively, waiting for that DRS to go up. Virat Kohli goes for 1, huge wicket. It's now 106 for 2, India.
टाटा आईपीएल में वो गुजरात की चॉकलेटी बॉय ने क्या सेंचुरी लगाई थी? किसने? अरे वो अपना शुभनाम गिल।
सूर्यवंशी यादव। सूर्यवंशम यादव। सूरज कुमार यादव।
रविंद्रन।
अरे शोट। Really?
नाम याद आए ना आए, मजे लेना मत भूलना। Tata IPL starts 22nd March on Jio Hotstar and Star Sports Network.
Such a great the silence around the ground. There's tension. 2 wickets and 4 balls.
A good move as well, because there were 2 left-handers bowling from either end, and now bringing in an off spinner. He'd been hit on the pads against Maxwell as well, looking to flick the ball to the onside. That time the ball had turned. But this one hasn't turned. So he's right in front. It is the kind of shot a batter plays once he's been at the crease for a while. He's batting about 20-30.
Yes, we had the drinks break a little while earlier, just before the 2 wickets, and this was the conversation, animated conversation. Williamson spoke first, Santner after that. Frenchy, pick anything?
Yeah, well, you can see Mitchell Santner saying there's still so much cricket left today. You've just got to hang in the contest. You never know. You've just got to give yourself an opportunity. As soon as you drop your head, the opposition sense it. Walk out. You know what? If they're good enough to beat us, no problem. Rohit's playing well. There's still a lot of cricket left to play.
You can see there, and then leading from the front by getting Shubman Gill, albeit a brilliant catch, helping him. 20 gone, 108 for 2.
राष्ट्रीय इलायची जश्न का जश्न।
टेबल नंबर 18।
क्या बात है यार?
वहां भी
ऑर्डर नंबर 18। ऑर्डर नंबर 18।
वो क्या रहा है?
सर, आपका कप।
टाटा IPL 18th सीजन जीतने का रीजन यहाँ
Is getting 4 wickets. Still Santner. It'll be interesting to see Rohit Sharma's approach here. He was in full flow.
Yeah, I think he'll understand the game situation, and he'll understand who is the biggest threat to India at the moment. That's Mitchell Santner, the control that he's got. You can see that straight away. It's a good ball, it's respected. So you know what, we're well ahead of the game. The run rate required is still under 5. And this is a good delivery. That's pitching middle and leg stump, straightening. As soon as you're trying to force that, you're bringing in catching cover, caught and bowled.
Knock it round. While Shreyas is new to the crease, wait for Shreyas to settle down as well. There will be the odd boundary ball, but now with 2 wickets going in quick succession, we do not want another wicket, and that of a set batter to fall. Rohit Sharma will be well aware of that.
The game taking a similar pattern. When New Zealand were batting, they went quick in power play, then lost 3 wickets quickly. That's safe in the gap, and will cross the line. He's a good player, spin Shreyas. We've seen that in this tournament already.
Yeah, he's a very good player of spin because he's got such decisive footwork. He gets back in the crease. uses his height to his advantage, stands nice and tall, plays with a relatively straight bat. That's very low risk with mid on up inside the circle. Great batting.
A loud shout. I just have been going down.
Some very good comeback ball this from Santner. Get back down if that gripped and turned a little bit. The appeal would have been worthwhile.
Good move, slip in place now. Searching for that wicket. Another one. 21 gone. It's 113 for 2.
Such a great player, Virat Kohli. Hitman Rohit Sharma. Dhoni, the legend grows.
Gen Gold Heroics, only here.
संजू, हाँ भैया, सुना 13 साल के बच्चे को खिला रहे हो? जी, उसके पैदा होने के पहले हमने आईपीएल जीत लिया था। कोई बात नहीं भैया।
113 for 2.
Right, how can New Zealand force Rohit Sharma into a big shot here? So you know what? Mid-off's up. I love that from Santner and Bracewell. If you're prepared to come down the wicket, take me against the turn. Odds are in my favour.
Again, a big shout. He's getting spin.
Given his runs, poor rifle. He's had a great day so far. Made a couple of great decisions, tight decisions.
This is good from New Zealand. They've got an extra man in the ring. They're telling India, not giving you that easy single away. And they're tightening the screws. Amazing what a couple of wickets can do. Suddenly you can feel it in the crowd, feel the tension around. Yes, no slight hesitation to make it in the end.
That's good batting from Shreyas. Taking the risk out, putting the pressure back on Rohit, saying, come on, let's get this partnership ticking. Making sure we don't get stuck down the same end repeatedly.
Yes, it's getting a start again. Excellent over. There's 2 runs coming off it. It's 115 for 2.
Young captain in Gujarat Titans, Shubman Gill. Hardik Pandya, captain of the Mumbai Indians. Rajasthan Royal captain, Sanju Samson.
Gen Gold, ready to take over.
Why did you stop being a vigilante? The line was crossed. Sometimes chaos must reign. I was raised to believe in grace, but I was also raised to believe in retribution. Marvel Television's Daredevil.
Trying to do to India what they receive themselves. Concerted spin bowling performance, trying to put the brakes on and create some pressure. The sense it might just be starting to work a touch. Well, Glenn Phillips is doing his best in the field. He has been absolutely brilliant throughout this. In fact, he's been one of the talking points of the tournament. And when you're doing it in the field, that is something special. And Shubman Gill was on the receiving end today. What a cracker. Brilliant.
Down, Chini. Mate. Lovely that, Chini.
Might get a bowl too, Phillips, at some stage. Pretty easy pickings, the quick bowlers, so he's got 40 overs of spin up his sleeve here, Santner. Just as Rohit Sharma did.
It's a very good comeback. A couple of wickets in New Zealand. Once again, making it a good contest. They did that later half in the innings with the bat. A magical moment turned it around in their favour. What a catch. What a fielder, Glenn Phillips.
Terrific over, just the two from it, 117 for two.
This broadcast on Jio Hotstar is co-presented by My 11 Circle, Make Your Team, co-powered by Campa Energy, Birla Opus Paints, and Pokerbazi, You Hold the Card, in association with Thumbs Up, Thum Hai To Dikha, and Mutual Funds, Sahi Hai.
England's momentum in their innings came at the start and at the finish. They bookended it very well. Just in the middle, they got stuck, almost becalmed at times. India matched that start, and now's the time for New Zealand just put the noose a little tighter if they can. 3 for 130, 3 for 140.
Wondering if the ball is sticking into the surface a bit more, and it is tweaking just a little bit more than 2 degrees angle that we saw in the first innings. A pitch where you can hit a 6 easily of a spinner, you really have to get to the pitch and then take a little bit of risk. But India would want to continue with milking the ones because the required rate is around 5.
Delicate. Showed some terrific style today, Rohit Sharma. Some people saying that perhaps he's getting towards the end, but this has been vintage.
Yeah, he's a superstar. Absolute genius at batting.
No run there to mid-off either. It's another tight over 4 from it, 121 for 2.
Young captain in Gujarat Titans, Shubman Gill. Hardik Pandya, captain of the Mumbai Indians. Rajasthan Royal captain, Sanju Samson.
Jen Bold, ready to take over.
संजू, हाँ भैया, सुनो 13 साल के बच्चे को खिला रहे हो? जी, इसके पैदा होने के पहले हमने आईपीएल जीत लिया था। कोई बात नहीं भैया, आपके आईपीएल से जाने से पहले वो भी एक जीत लेगा। टीममेट तेरा, एटीट्यूड मेरा।
Greatest versus youngest. यहाँ सब possible. Tata IPL starts 22nd March on Jio Hotstar and Star Sports Network.
Wonderfully hosted by Pakistan for their side of things. And of course the UAE doing their bit here in Dubai.
And it's what teams talk about when they say to form a partnership. You manage your risk after a couple of quick wickets. So I don't think India wonder about how slow they've gone for the last 25, 30 balls or so. Not yet. They're trying to stitch a partnership together, and for New Zealand, hoping to create that pressure, build on it, in the hope of eating into this, and the pressure of chasing in the final, they'll be hoping can accommodate some of that pressure in a final.
Had to hit it. He had to hit it. It was dead in front had he not made contact. That's why Latham and Ravindra were up. Had to hit it. Just got the bottom of the bat.
How long can he continue with this batting pattern? Because instinctively, Rohit Sharma wants to hit a 4 or a 6. He's a go-getter, but he has slowed down, operating at a different gear, which is the requirement of the team. The situation demands him to be careful. So this is a massive test of his temperament and game read. 122 for 2.
शाहरुख खान की टीम का नया लड़का पिंकू प्लेयर
पिंकू मांगाली ना
पिंकू सिंह सिंह पर मांगाली हो ना
कुछ का खाओ लुकिंग निंगली
अपना हार्दिक पांडे पांडे पांडा है पांडे ही होगा कोई तो हम बोले थे पांडे पांडा
नाम याद आए ना आए मजे लेना मत भूलना Tata IPL starts 22nd March on Jio Hotstar and Star Sports Network.
Frustrate India into thinking they're perhaps making it hard for themselves. Just like that. Oh, it just didn't carry back. Oh. Thought for a second he just hit it straight back to Bracewell.
Yeah, I wanted to hit it through mid-wicket. Leading edge.
Good bowlers, you think of matchups, right-handed batter to the off-spinner, but I found generally in this tournament he's been able to match up against right-handers and left-handers quite well. And bowled so effectively for New Zealand so far in the middle overs of the tournament. So you cannot underrate him at all.
And he's using the field beautifully here. 3 men in the ring on the offside. That mid-off fielder must have saved about 5 or 6 singles. Obviously, the idea is to encourage the batsman to play against the spin through the offside, so that he can create that gap between bat and pad.
What they've done, New Zealand also, it's taken the crowd out of us for a while. The crowd were rampant. Honestly, it's pretty silent out there at the moment. Maybe they're just getting a little worried themselves. A bit more pensive. They were exploding in the first 10 as Rohit was exploding. Now, a maiden. 122 for 2.
संजू हाँ भैया सुनो 13 साल के बच्चे को खिला रहे हो जी इसके पैदा होने के पहले हमने आईपीएल जीत लिया था कोई बात नहीं भैया आपके आईपीएल से जाने से पहले वो भी एक जीत लेगा टीममेट तेरा एटीट्यूड मेरा
Greatest versus youngest. यहाँ सब possible. Tata IPL starts 22nd March on Jio Hotstar and Star Sports Network.
That's a great player, Virat Kohli. Hitman Rohit Sharma. Dhoni, the legend glows.
Gen Gold Heroics, only here.
In the immediate wicket of Virat Kohli, starting to get a bit jittery. Jack is gone, just like that. Absolutely, that's born out of pressure, consistency, and it's Ravindra Latham. And it's goodbye to Rohit Sharma.
Yeah, one could feel it. Instinctively, he's a six-hitter. He doesn't want to be bogged down, so itching really to get cracking again. And from a neutral to a top gear was always going to be tough, even for the likes of Rohit Sharma, who's such a brilliant striker of the ball. What a blow this is. India lose another one. Their settled skipper is done for 76, 122 for 3.
ये जश्न है, जश्न का ये जश्न है।
राष्ट्रीय जी जश्न का जश्न।
टाटा आईपीएल में वो गुजरात की चॉकलेटी बॉय ने क्या सेंचुरी लगाई थी। किसने? अरे वो अपना नाम शुभनाम गिल।
सूर्यवंशी यादव। सूर्यवंशम यादव। सूरज कुमार यादव।
रविंद्रन।
Are you sure? Not really.
नाम याद आए ना आए, मजे लेना मत भूलना। Tata IPL starts 22nd March on Jio Hotstar and Star Sports Network.
टेबल नंबर 18।
क्या बात है यार?
वहां भी ऑर्डर नंबर 18, ऑर्डर नंबर 18।
ये वो क्या रहा है?
सर, आपका कप।
टाटा IPL 18th सीजन जीतने का रीजन यहाँ सब पॉसिबल। टाटा IPL starts 22nd March on Jio Hotstar and Star Sports Network.
Why did you stop being a vigilante?
The line was crossed. I was raised to believe in grace, but I was also raised to believe in retribution. Marvel Television's Daredevil.
Tease the field to force a different kind of field set on New Zealand.
Someone has to be positive, otherwise they're going to box themselves into a corner here, India. Just as New Zealand did, they got stuck. It's not going to be easy to come out and blast your way on this pitch. And New Zealand will fight for every crumb here.
Yeah, he was off, Rohit Sharma, looking to strike it big over the long off fence. Then smartly bowled by Rachin as well.
Another left-hander at the crease brings Glenn Phillips as an off-spinner into the equation as well for New Zealand. Turning the ball away from lefties, they've got a couple. Just a little bit of bounce, a little bit of unpredictability there.
And New Zealand going through the overs very quickly also. That's the other thing that has happened. A lot of dots being played by India.
There's no wind in the sails for India. It's 122 for 3.
बिबल में गुलिस्तान की ये कुछ लजीज फरिश्ते जब साथ गुले तो जी ललचाए। बिबल बोलो सुबह केसरी।
This broadcast on Jio Hotstar is co-presented by My 11 Circle, Make Your Tea, co-powered by Campa Energy, Birla Opus Paints, and Pokerbazi, You Hold the Card, in association with Thumbs Up, Thum Hai To Dikha, and Mutual Funds, Sahi Hai.
0.65, not far away from a runner ball.
There's 2 degrees spin angle in the first innings. It has improved to 3.4, courtesy the pitch and also the way New Zealand have used the conditions and bowled.
It's like they're scared to play a shot all of a sudden, India. Ticking away at them. Well, there's one. There's one. How effective is it? No! Oh, yes, just enough. Brilliant piece of out cricket by Will Young. So small the margins in this game.
Well, this is athleticism at its very best. This should have been 6. I don't know whether it'll be given as a 6 or not. But he leapt in the air and was in contact with the cushions when he wanted to throw the ball back into play. So it's a 6. Marginal, but an extremely useful blow this.
It was Ramesh, but it was what we were talking about, wasn't it? It was the explosion. Something had to happen. And it really, we're only talking about a yard here, and he's on his way back. Just such a very fine line. Hearts and mouth stuff here for a whole stadium. Just the 6 from the over, and that was dodgy as well. 128 for 3.
टेबल नंबर 18
क्या बात है यार?
हाँ भी
Order number 18. Order number 18.
वो क्या रहा है? सर आपका कप
टाटा IPL 18 सीजन जीतने का रीजन यहाँ सब पॉसिबल. टाटा IPL starts 22nd March on Jio Hotstar and Star Sports Network.
With the left-hander at the crease, it will be Glenn Phillips. If he gets on a roll with the way he plays the game, if he gets confident with the way the ball is coming out, he can contribute quite a lot to this game. Jadeja as well, not too far down the order, it's a left-hander. Sharp Patel.
It's been brilliant. That catch to dismiss Shubman Gill was outstanding. It was travelling. The reaction time, as with so many catches over his career, and not least in this tournament, and a little bit in it for posterity for the photographers as well. It's had a good tournament, good with the bat, occasionally with the ball, and brilliant in the field.
Shreyas Iyer will have a crack. That's a bad misfield. Will O'Rourke. New Zealand can't afford to do that. They really can't. What has happened is he injured himself. I think he may have. Or someone has down there. Will Young, has he twisted his ankle? The old spin off the bat. You've got to watch the second bounce. Well, and then I think oh yes, that left ankle.
It was an unfortunate thing to happen because Shreyas Iyer had committed himself for a run there, and the communication between the two batters wasn't spot on. Have a look at that running again. That's how it's coming back. Yep. At that point, they had the pickup been clean and the throw come in, trouble.
Yeah, Rizwan point. Just the anticipation and athleticism and picking that with one hand is it's brilliant.
I'll let you talk about them, Ramesh. For me, they were just bread and butter.
Yeah, I mean, you see more of Phillips, but he's lit up the stadium. Absolutely.
It's like that brilliant running effort of yours at mid-on to win the World Cup in 1992 at the MCG. I haven't seen a catch like that since Glenn Phillips.
Yeah, that was more difficult than the ones he took, actually. 133 for 3.
टाटा आईपीएल में वो गुजरात की चॉकलेटी बॉय ने क्या सेंचुरी लगाई थी किसने अरे वो अपना नाम शुभ नाम गिल
सूर्यवंशी यादव सूर्यवंशम यादव सूरज कुमार यादव
रविंद्रन
Are you sure? Really?
नाम याद आए ना आए मजे लेना मत भूलना Tata IPL starts 22nd March on Jio Hotstar and Star Sports Network.
Has been known to be wrong, old WP. That's what a lot of people are hoping for. Race Willen again. Rip one past the left-hander here.
Fielding has been absolutely magical, especially in the circle, except for that one fault in the last over. But have a look at this one. Are you kidding me? Right now, New Zealand just need accuracy and discipline because the ball is gripping. They need this, obviously, great fielding to maintain that pressure.
Run. What India have got to do now, rotate the strike, pick up the momentum ever so slightly, take pressure off themselves.
They know that wickets in hand should win this. We've got 7 wickets in hand.
Yeah, numbers 4 race well against left and right. You'd expect him to be stronger with the way he turns it against the right-handed batters. In fact, he's dominated more against the right-handers than the left-handers in this tournament. Tells you a little bit about his skill to bowl length and to vary his pace when necessary. 136 for 3.
शाहरुख खान की टीम का नया लड़का पिंकू
प्लेयर पिंकू बांगाली ना
पिंकू स्लिंग पर बांगाली হয় নাকি
खुद का खाओ लुकिंग निंगली अपना हार्दिक पांडे पांडा है पांडे ही होगा कोई तो हम बोले थे पांडा
नाम याद आए ना आए मजे लेना मत भूलना Tata IPL starts 22nd March on Jio Hotstar and Star Sports Network.
I think it's fair to say India owned the first block. New Zealand pulled it back in the second block, and they have certainly owned the third block. And that's why we have a game that's evening up by the delivery. What a sight that is. Magnificent Dubai at night. International Women's Day yesterday. Very apparent today as well.
They be using Phillips at this stage? I think the big question is what's the purpose? Is he out there to pick up a wicket or stop the flow of runs, or just continue with the process that was put across by Bracewell's bowling? Singles will ease the pressure.
I think he's here specifically for Akshar at this point, Akshar Patel.
Certainly missing the field more. Phillips none for 9 in 1.4 overs.
Four singles. Are India content with 4 singles in the over? They get 5 singles. It's good, calm, situation type batting. 141 for 3.
राष्ट्रीय इलायची जश्न का जश्न.
टेबल नंबर 18.
क्या बात है यार.
वहां भी
ऑर्डर नंबर 18. ऑर्डर नंबर 18.
वो क्या रहा है?
सर, आपका कप.
टाटा IPL 18 सीजन जीतने का रीजन यहाँ सब पॉसिबल. टाटा IPL starts 22nd March on Jio.
41 for 3. Brilliance from Phillips, then a mini collapse. And now India just trying to rebuild. New Zealand needs to keep taking wickets. Lower order of India have been so good in the comp. The lower order haven't batted much. The last 4 need to get down to them.
Shreyas is particularly aggressive against spin. Loves getting after it. How long will he be content to just hang in here? How long will he be content to knock it around?
Well, the dots may make him go to the big shot. If he's just knocking it around like he did against Australia with Virat Kohli, then he will feel like, no, I'm in control of this. But dots build, and then the big shot will come. Just over mid-wicket, the big shot did come. He finds the gap. What a look at that. O'Rourke a long way down. I think he's done pretty well, but they'll check it.
You could just sense that he wanted to get after Bracewell. Got enough on it to get over mid-wicket inside the circle. He does brilliantly well in the end. Had a couple of swipes at it. Brilliant effort.
Short and wide, 145 for 3.
Young captain in Gujarat Titans, Shubman Gill. Hardik Pandya, captain of the Mumbai Indians. Rajasthan Royal captain Sanju Samson.
Jen Bold, ready to take over.
संजू. हाँ भैया. सुनो, 13 साल के बच्चे को खिला रहे हो? जी. उसके पैदा होने के पहले हमने IPL जीत लिया था. कोई बात नहीं भैया, आपके IPL से जाने से पहले वो भी एक जीत लेगा. टीममेट तेरा
Attitude मेरा greatest versus youngest यहाँ
And quiet when Rohit charged and missed. Ika, how much do you have to put into the equation that Matt Henry's not there at the death? He has been very good for New Zealand at the death. They have two inexperienced death bowlers who didn't quite get it right against South Africa, even though they won the game. Miller hit it everywhere. He's missing that man middle of screen. You just take it deep and say we'll do it at the end, or do they have to go earlier?
They can definitely back themselves to get 8-9 runs and over towards the last 5 overs. The one area of vulnerability, and we've heard Simon Doole speak about it, Ian Smith speak about it, is the fact that the death bowling is not their strength. They control the middle overs through spin, and that's exactly what they've done today as well, on the big day. I think if India find a way to get to the 40th over with very little lost in terms of wickets.
Just set it up for Hardik coming in with maybe 50 to win, but a run a ball and he'll just belt it like he did against Australia.
But it takes a lot of courage, Nas, to be able to not think about that far and just say, let me just knock it round. Because I can do that, takes a lot of courage as a middle order batter. You almost always have heard this saying where they say, keep ahead of the run rate, stay with the run rate. That plays a lot more on your mind. And this is where Dhoni was brilliant. He could assess that, see how far he could go in terms of what the bowling resources were, and then he'll back down to the situation and do things accordingly.
Oh, just past a diving square leg, finds the gap, finds the boundary.
150 up for India. Just a fraction short on this occasion from Phillips. Shreyas has been keen to play off the back foot, particularly that short arm jab. Chapman felt like he was in the game then. Would have been another brilliant catch. It's just out of reach though.
He's been so consistent, Shreyas Iyer.
He has to be one of the contenders for the player of the series. He's been so consistent.
A little bit of drift away. Nicely played. A good over for India. 154 for 3.
शाहरुख खान की टीम का नया लड़का पिंकू प्लेयर
पिंकू बांगाली ना
पिंकू सिंह सिंगापुर बांगाली হয় নাকি
कुछ का खाओ लुकिंग निंगली अपना हार्दिक पांडे पांडा है पांडे ही होगा कोई तो हम बोले थे पांडे पांडा
नाम याद आए ना आए मजे लेना मत भूलना Tata IPL starts 22nd March on Jio Hotstar and Star Sports Network.
Santner going at under 4s, Ravindra going at under 4s, Bracewell going at 3s. They are the overs, they are gold dust. 3, 2 and 3. Those 8 overs are gold dust.
You can just sense in the last over or so, the panic that was around when they lost back-to-back wickets feels like it's calmed down. Shreyas looks as though he's in total control at the moment. Axar would love to find the boundary to take the pressure off himself and just get into this partnership. But they're just doing what's required at the moment. This was a fair play against Australia. They managed to chase down 260 in quite risk-free fashion. Think of the middle overs when Virat controlled it. Australia couldn't keep him on strike. Shreyas is playing that role at the moment. The orders in the circle, he's just knocking at either side. It's just beautiful use of the hands there. Just manipulating the ball into gaps. Just means you don't get tied down. You won't allow the mental stress of this kind of situation to build up on you.
Mind just tossing it up to Akshar. He likes the big shot when it goes above the eye line. He fancies himself to belt it. Just the odd flighted one to make him play the big shot. That
was nicely bowled.
We keep going back to Australia, and also tells you the quality of the New Zealand spinners. They've been really on the money. Australia, a little bit inexperienced, barring Zampa. But New Zealand so far, Bracewell and Santner have been outstanding, and so has Ravindra.
So where's the wicket coming from? Does Santner have to take a punt and say, you know what, I'm the leader of this attack, I'm the skipper, I'll put my hand up? If that means that he has to exhaust his overs early, that's worth a punt at this stage, I think.
Yeah, they're hurting him with singles at the moment, 159 for 3. And as a captain at some stage...
This broadcast on Jio Hotstar is co-presented by My 11 Circle, Make Your Team, co-powered by Campa Energy, Birla Opus Paints, and Pokerbazi, You Hold the Card, in association with Thumbs Up, Dum Hai To Dikha, and Mutual Funds. Sahi hai.
संजू, हाँ भैया, सुना 13 साल के बच्चे को खिला रहे हो? जी, के पैदा होने के पहले हमने आईपीएल जीत लिया था। कोई बात नहीं भैया, आपके आईपीएल से जाने से पहले वो भी एक जीत लेगा। टीममेट तेरा, एटीट्यूड मेरा।
Greatest versus youngest. यहाँ सब possible. Tata IPL starts 22nd March on Jio Hotstar and Star Sports Network.
When Shreyas is playing and he sees Glenn Phillips, he feels there's a boundary opportunity. There's something could come his way.
But you also can't keep him on strike. He's bowling over the wicket with only one fielder behind point. He can get outside the line and play a risk-free shot to get off the mark. Or try and dash a cut shot and get greedy for 4. What I mean, with Phillips bowling over the wicket, he can't really get him out LBW if he gets across to off stump. Then he can play a risk-free forward defence, just drop it in anywhere on the offside and get down the other end and just keep building the partnership that way.
He wanted a run there. Shaw was just on his heels a little bit. And he's not happy, Shreyas Iyer.
Something's got to give you. New Zealand just slowly making it uncomfortable for India, not giving away the easy boundary. On the other hand, India showing intent but realizing that the opportunities haven't come by.
That's rare. That is rare. Off his own bowling, Phillips cross with himself.
What would be in the back of India's mind at the moment is they'd think back to the first innings. New Zealand owned the first power play when the quicks bowled up front. They owned the back 10 overs when the quicks bowled at the end. So at some point, New Zealand will have to go back to the quicks.
Playing in Dubai has been almost how well you can play spin. It's been as simple as that. Fast bowlers even today have just bowled the 8 overs amongst them. And 3 of them, that is.
Again, confusion. Again, Shreyas Iyer not happy. A good over there for New Zealand. Just 2 from it. 161 for 3.
टेबल नंबर 18।
क्या बात है यार?
वहां भी ऑर्डर नंबर 18, ऑर्डर नंबर 18।
वो क्या रहा है?
सर, आपका कप।
टाटा आईपीएल 18 सीजन जीतने का रीजन यहाँ सब पॉसिबल। टाटा आईपीएल starts 22nd March on Jio Hotstar and Star Sports Network.
Semi-final when India just needed 40 in 7 and a bit overs. Finished it with style in the end. Well, we're debating if there would be a change of pace. And there is going to be a change. O'Rourke into the attack. Expensive up front, some wides in there, 2 overs for 18. I think he wants to go round the wicket, yep. Just telling the umpire, round the wicket to the left-handed Akshar Patel.
In the league stages, Will O'Rourke's game plan was very simple against Shreyas Iyer. And even India in the middle overs, bold shot. And we saw Shreyas Iyer got a few away, but then in the end this happened as well. But he got caught trying to pull one. I wouldn't be surprised if the same plan is on today as well.
Well, he's really worked at that, hasn't he? He's put it away on a number of occasions. England tried against him in the series before this. He's worked on his pull shot. The more you get bounced, the more practice and the better you get at it. Either sink or swim. So we shall see whether there will be some short stuff.
When he first came into international cricket, that's exactly where teams went at him. Felt like you could both tie him down and get him out there. He's up to second in the leading run scorer this tournament behind Rachin Ravindra. But he still is prepared to take it on, and he does not try and hit it down. It might work on some wickets that have got a bit of pace.
Has timed the couple really nicely here. It's just that it's gone either to mid-on or straight to Mark Chapman at mid-wicket. Needs to find that gap.
These are options for the player of the tournament. I'm sure you'll have your own options. Splice at about not timed. So that's just 5 runs from the last 11 deliveries. I can get that gap between 88 and 85. Runs needed, balls left. Try and increase that, then get a wicket. Will he go short? Perhaps will be thinking about it in the back of his mind. He does. He just helps it on its way. Timed nicely, will be a couple. 5 from the over, 166 for 3.
ध्यान दीजिए, फ्रॉडस्टर से सावधान।
नीरज, allow me, ध्यान दीजिए, फ्रॉड से बचो, बैंक कार्ड सेफ।
इससे बेहतर ICICI बैंक अकाउंट खोल लीजिए। Allow me, iMobile के स्मार्ट लॉक से जो चाहो, कार्ड्स, इंटरनेट बैंकिंग, UPI, सारे डिजिटल बैंकिंग ट्रांजैक्शंस एक क्लिक में लॉक और अनलॉक। स्मार्ट लॉक यूज करो, फ्रॉडस्टर से बचो।
वाह नीरज जी, आपने तो फ्रॉडस्टर्स की छुट्टी कर दी।
iMobile on,
बैंकिंग फुल ऑन।
ये जश्न है, जश्न का ये जश्न है।
राशि इलायची, जश्न का जश्न।
All you're waiting for as a batter when you play against someone like Glenn Phillips is an error in length, something slightly full or short, and then you can pick your gap.
Yeah, that was noticeable when the Indian spinners bowled there. Control of length was immaculate. Hardly any drag downs. Problem for Shreyas Iyer, he knows 99 times out of 100 he'd be charging if this was a T20 and trying to belt Phillips out of the ground, but this is a final. And he knows in the back of his mind that he can belt Phillips if it's the right time to do it. He decided it was 50 partnership.
That's exactly what you're saying, DK. It's just an error in length there. It's just slightly too full from Phillips. He's been into the surface. This time he goes up and over the top. Straight into the slot for Shreyas Iyer. He's a tall man. He's got a great reach. Sounds like a beautiful cricket bat. 109 metres. That is a pure strike. You called it, Nas.
It's just that, a decade more ago, you may not have the six-hitting potential. Players now have such six-hitting potential, it's harder to know when to use it. Because one goes for six, and the next goes to long on, and he's put it down. He has put it down. Jamieson at long on. That is a key moment in this run chase.
This was big. Shreyas Iyer getting a tad too close to the ball there. Simple catch to Jamieson. They've said in Dubai, because of the ring of lights on top, at times you tend to lose the ball. Could that be the reason why he did that? Well, we'll never know, but you can see the disappointment already.
Wow, what a moment. 6. Shreyas said, I'll go again. I'll belt him again. And for Jamieson, that was a dolly.
Just got to the awkward height where your hands are in no position to be able to give with it. His hands on heads there.
Key moment in this run chase. 176 for 3.
विमल में गुलिस्तां के ये कुछ लजीज फरिश्ते जब साथ मिले तो जी लग जाए। विमल बोलो जुबां कैसे?
शाहरुख खान की टीम का नया लड़का पिंकू। व्हाट अ प्लेयर।
पिंकू? बांगाली ना?
पिंकू सिंह। सिंह पर बांगाली হয় নাকি?
कुछ का खाओ। Looking निंगली।
अपना हार्दिक पांडे। पांडे? पांडा है? पांडे ही होगा। कोई तो हम बोले थे पांडे। पांडा।
नाम याद आए ना आए। मजे लेना मत।
The one thing that's a standout part of New Zealand has been their fielding in this tournament so far. We definitely can't say the same about them today. We saw Daryl Mitchell put down a rather simple catch of Shubman Gill, and last over it was Jamieson. You don't associate New Zealand with bad fielding. Today has not been their best day.
Again, that required run rate comes down to run below a runnable. That's key. Once it starts creeping above 6 and over required, just 1 over. Builds quickly, 2 overs. It goes very quick. Get to 7 and 8 before you know it.
Just knocked on the head, controlled.
And this is where he's gotten better, Nas. Before he used to compulsively try and pull it in front. At times, a bit of an ego battle as well to show that he can play the shot. Now he's comfortable with it. I think Shreyas Iyer has realized he doesn't need to prove anyone that he's good at that shot. New Zealand, you always associate them as high quality when it comes to fielding, but this was the first one, Daryl Mitchell at mid-wicket. And this one where Shubman Gill, or rather Shreyas Iyer, got too close to the ball. A very simple catch to Kyle Jamieson. A very rare sight. See something so simple put down by a New Zealand fielder.
Short arm jab. He's timed a few beautifully this time. The placement perfect from Akshar Patel.
Outstanding from Akshar. It's not an easy shot with the angle from around the wicket. The ability to catch up with it. Stay in control and the hands whip through the ball. Great control of your wrists. Just what he needed. That's his first boundary in 34 deliveries.
Again, confusion with the running. We may get an overthrow here if they're switched on. They're not. May just check the run out. The fielding was good. 183 for 3 at the moment. They're not checking. Time for drinks.
This broadcast on Jio Hotstar is co-presented by My 11 Circle. Make your team. Co-powered by Campa Energy, Birla Opus Paints, and Pokerbazi. You hold the card. In association with Thumbs Up, Dum Hai To Dikha, and Mutual Funds. Sahi hai.
टेबल नंबर 18
क्या बात है यार?
वहां भी ऑर्डर नंबर 18 ऑर्डर नंबर 18
वो क्या रहा है?
सर आपका कप
टाटा IPL 18th सीजन जीतने का रीजन यहाँ सब पॉसिबल टाटा IPL starts 22nd March on Jio Hotstar and Star Sports Network.
टाटा IPL में वो गुजरात की चॉकलेटी बॉय ने क्या सेंचुरी लगाई थी किसने अरे वो अपना नाम शुभनाम गिल
सूर्यवंशी यादव सूर्यवंशम यादव सूरज कुमार यादव
रविंद्रन
Are you sure? Really?
नाम याद आए ना आए मजे लेना मत भूलना टाटा IPL starts 22nd March on Jio Hotstar and Star Sports Network.
और क्या चल रहा है?
सोच रहा हूँ अपने IPL ट्रॉफीज का टैटू बनवा लूं 1 2 3
लकी है तुम मेरे पास तो जगह ही नहीं बची वहां से है ना इसीलिए मैं टैटू ही नहीं बनवाता हूँ आपके पास तो जगह ही जगह है कम पड़ेगी ना ऑलरेडी 6 है 7वां आने वाला है
एक टीम में इतने चैंपियंस यहाँ सब पॉसिबल टाटा IPL 22 मार्च से जियो हॉटस्टार और स्टार स्पोर्ट्स नेटवर्क पे।
हाय मनोज सर मेरे फोरहेड पे लिखा है कि मैं आपके फोरहेड पे जो लिखा है वो मैं नहीं पढ़ सकता लेकिन अपने पे मैं खुद लिख रहा हूँ
We are all part of a system. प्रॉब्लम तब होती है जब किसी एक को लगता है कि वो सिस्टम से बड़ा हो गया है।
संजू हाँ भैया सुना 13 साल के बच्चे को खिला रहे हो जी पैदा होने के पहले हमने IPL जीत लिया था कोई बात नहीं भैया आपके IPL से जाने से पहले वो भी एक जीत लेगा टीममेट तेरा एटीट्यूड मेरा
Greatest versus youngest. यहाँ सब possible. Tata IPL starts 22nd March on Jio Hotstar and Star Sports Network.
So you're the
mighty 10 black.
I'm who they send when they have no chance, but they need a win. Remember this guy? Harvey. The only person cockier than you. That's exactly why I liked him.
Yet again by Glenn Phillips. Cody went early to off-spin plane across the line. Rohit on the charge, missed it, was stumped comfortably. Then these two have played really well. Akshar Patel, what an addition up the order he is, playing at 5. Everyone moves down 1 KO, Rahul comes in at 6. And then a couple of more all-rounders after that, Hardik Pandya and Jadeja. Well, we were debating the skipper, when are you going to bowl yourself? And Santner says, we need a wicket. How many does Santner have left? 3?
Saw against Glenn Phillips. Shreyas Iyer wanted to be incredibly aggressive. Got his life. Will he be prepared to take on Santner? I'd love to see mid-on inside the circle.
Yeah, I agree, Aaron, actually, because otherwise they're just going to milk you. You've got to make him your best bowler, Santner, with Bracewell. The big shot has got to try and come. Mid-on up, try and hit against the spin.
As a captain, just ask yourself, what's the hardest shot on this surface? Against Mitchell Santner, who changes his pace so well. It is trying to hit it over mid-on.
And in the air, and does carry. Straight after drinks. This time, no mistake from Rachin Ravindra. Santner the man yet again.
Will the last drinks break the border collapse for India? Will this one be the same? They've put a couple down. And it's that man, the skipper, Mitchell Santner, with the ball in hand, and Rachin Ravindra, beautiful catch behind square. Made some good ground diving forward. Shreyas Iyer goes for 48. Is there another twist in this? 183 for 4.
शाहरुख खान की टीम का नया लड़का पिंकू प्लेयर
पिंकू बांगाली ना
पिंकू सिंह सिंह हमारे बांगाली হয় নাকি
कुछ का खाओ लुकिंग निंगली
अपना हार्दिक पांडे पांडे पांडा है पांडे ही होगा कोई तो हम बोले थे पांडे पांडा
नाम याद आए ना आए मजे लेना मत भूलना Tata IPL starts 22nd March on Jio Hotstar and Star Sports Network.
और क्या चल रहा है?
सोच रहा हूँ अपने IPL ट्रॉफीज का टैटू बनवा लूं। एक